Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you watch this channel. Most of the time when William Samoei Ruto is to give a speech, his statements are normally full of climate change.
Weeks ago, I launched Climate Works, a program to employ 200,000 young people in sustainable public works focused on ecological restoration.
According to Trump, is that the people who are perpetrating these narratives simply want funds from the international community.
Kill all the cows. It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion. Climate change, no matter what happens, you're involved in that. No more global warming, no more global cooling. All of these predictions made by the United Nations and many others, often for bad reasons, were wrong. They were made by stupid people that have cost their countries fortunes and given those same countries no chance for success. If you don't get away from this green scam, your country is going to fail. And I'm really good at predicting things, you know. They actually said during the campaign they had a hat, the best-selling hat. Trump was right about everything. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything. The carbon footprint is a hoax.
President Ruto is leading extraordinary efforts to take advantage of those opportunities. Already, as many of you know, Kenya generates more than 90% of its energy from renewable sources, making it one of the world's top clean power producers. But even that standout performance is not enough for President Ruto. He is leading a push to generate all of Kenya's power from renewable sources by 2030, and as a regional leader and a global leader to help other nations to make this same.
Now, for those of you who've been following also the agenda of Trump in the US, you realize that Trump has been advocating for a US first. I mean, the interests of the US are the ones which are supposed to be safeguarded first, then other interests later. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to appreciate you for the support you've been giving this channel ever since we started. If you wish to support us, just like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Now, Trump made a specific reference to a climate change. That is the greatest con job, according to him. And just like I told you, he went further to say that the concept of carbon footprints is driven by evil intentions. There was a part there where he made reference to countries that have had to put panels in large pieces of land. According to him, he says that this was a total waste. You're wasting land, putting many panels in the name of tapping into renewable energy. According to him, those are people with evil intentions, you know. It's a total con job. Now, of course, there are Kenyans who've talked about this matter. The reaction here, if you listen to what people have said, I'm going to take you through a couple of reactions here. But first and foremost, let me also take you through some reactions from William Ruto. Ruto has been urging Africans to speed up the renewable energy transition. And in Ruto's agenda, he talks about the funding, you know. Ruto has been talking about the funding. And according to him, Ruto raised concerns over the underfunding of Africa's renewable energy development. And at one particular time, he said, though it was encouraging that 2023 recorded the largest increase in renewable energy capacity, with the addition of about 500 gigawatts globally and new investments worth $600 billion, Africa fared badly. Africa fared badly. He went ahead to say that Africa possesses the highest untapped potential renewable energy reserves in the world, but had only managed 3 gigawatts of the global increase. The continent with the world's greatest potential and the highest demand currently accounts for a paltry 1.6% of the world's total renewable energy capacity. Ruto again pointed that Africa offers huge opportunities for wealthy investors from the global north in clean energy, offering a win-win outcome for them and the continent. So the statement, for those of you been following RUTO's comments, those are meant to win investors into Africa to tap into the green energy, renewable energy. But Trump has said that those are total con jobs. Total is in his words, it's like a waste of time. You see? Now, this is the main reason why Kenyans are now talking about this matter. Kenyans are normally quick to react to anything that is opposing William Ruto's policies. And allow me to take through a couple of reactions here from Kenyans. And I'm going to take it through at least 4 to 5 reactions. So Wambo Ouma says, look at Germany. Inevitable Defiant says, Kasongo, hopefully he got it together. Ex Tina Mwangi says, one term, high Kuzo, no escape route for William. Muturi says, hope the Sugoi-based thug had for himself. Gabriel Oguda says, where is the lie? I am Chege says, haha. William Ruto, who was in the same assembly, is using the carbon credit hawks to grab public forests and community land. Mason Duncan, wow. Calling climate change a con job at the UN is a bold move. It definitely shakes up the market's usual focus on ESG and green investing. Nick says, Ruto waiting some billions for climate change. Kayok says, and Ruto was listening keenly. Alexis, it looks like this year we will not be having a national tree planting holiday. Well, I think you remember we normally have on the 20th, I think of is it 10th or 20th, one of those holidays. Now, from this statement from Trump, people are asking whether we will still have that tree planting holiday. I know we're going to have it because we know Ruto is not the kind of person who can just let go something just because of another person's remarks. But to be honest, this has hurt William Samoei Ruto badly, especially because US is a very, very superpower nation, a strong nation, and whatever US says will always have an impact on the population. So whether we're going to have nation tree planting holiday or not, it's just a matter of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Trump's reference of green energy and renewable energy? Do you agree with Trump? Hizi ni con jobs tu, njia ya kutafuta pesa ya kukon watu, kuiba mashamba na kuweka vitu, panels, yeah, forests. Like there's the issue of Karura forest. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you once again for choosing YOLENO TV as your favorite political channel.